Australia is home to some of the most isolated landscapes on Earth. Vast deserts, endless bushland, remote coastlines, and in these places people have disappeared, or crimes have occurred that remain unsolved decades later. Today, we're looking at Australia's most infamous unsolved cases, mysteries that still raise questions and in some cases may never be answered. In January 1966, 3 siblings, aged 9, 7, and 4, left their home in Adelaide for a day at the beach. They were last seen alive at Glenelg Beach. Despite one of the largest search operations in Australian history, the children were never found. Over the years, witnesses came forward, suspects were investigated, and alleged burial sites were searched. But no definitive evidence has ever confirmed what happened. More than half a century later, the disappearance of the Beaumont children remains one of Australia's most haunting mysteries. In 1967, Australia's Prime Minister Harold Holt went for a swim at Cheviot Beach in Victoria. Strong currents, rough seas, dangerous conditions. Holt was never seen again. Despite an extensive search involving the military, police, and volunteers, his body was never recovered. Speculation followed, ranging from accidents to conspiracies, but the official conclusion remains that Holt drowned. Even so, the disappearance of a sitting prime minister without physical evidence remains one of the country's strangest unsolved events. In 1948, an unidentified man was found dead on Somerton Beach in South Australia. No identification, no cause of death confirmed. A scrap of paper in his pocket with the words "Tomum should," meaning ended. The case sparked decades of theories involving espionage, secret codes, and hidden identities. Although technology has recently helped identify the man's probable name, many questions remain unanswered, particularly how and why he died. For decades, the Somerton man represented one of the most baffling cold cases in Australian history. While some offenders were eventually identified, several victims connected to Australia's infamous backpacker murder investigations remain unidentified or surrounded by unanswered questions. Who they were, where they came from, and how they ended up alone in remote parts of the country. Their identities and full stories are still missing pieces of the puzzle. Australia's unsolved cases share common themes: isolation, distance, and a landscape that can hide secrets forever. Despite investigations, advances in technology, and renewed interest, some mysteries remain unresolved, leaving families without answers. And perhaps that's what makes these cases so haunting. Not just what happened, but what may never be known. Welcome to the Aussie Files.